Hello, hello. How are you? Sabina Shan here, connecting with you from Chicago. Today, I'm going to have a very special guest. Let me invite her. I actually was able to meet her in person about 2 years ago. Hi!
Hi, how are you?
Very good, very good. Thank you so very much for finding time today in your such a busy weekend. I didn't realize how busy you were on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturdays. When I was young, I always thought like, yeah, I don't want to work on Saturdays, never. But now it's my regular thing. I always receive a message, or I have like a really hard number of patients in my private consultancy. So, it's life. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's life.
Yeah.
You mentioned private counsel. I didn't have a chance to introduce you. Please, Dr. Samira, please tell us who you are, what you do, and you said private counsel. How do you help people?
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Samira Alegria. I studied to become a regular normal doctor, a doctor with I'm a general surgeon actually, and I'm a midwife. I received the training to be a midwife while I was in school, and I have a minor in medical research. I love medical research. I never thought that I will go that way, because I'm not like kind of numbers person, but I really enjoy medical research. And I have also a degree in alternative medicine, homeopathy, and I have also a certification as a naturopathy. So I'm all about health in a natural way. I believe that the body can heal himself if you give the correct tools. I say diet, water, supplements, exercise is not optional. I always say that, and I really mean that. Exercise and your mind, if you nourish your mind with meditation, breathings, if you think that everything is going to be okay and everything is going to be fine, believe me, that way is going to turn on all the things. Because if you vibrate in a low energy, you will receive low energy circumstances. But if you vibrate in a higher energy, you will receive messages. And if you open your mind, your soul to those messages, you will be in balance. So that's the kind of or type of medicine that I do. I believe that body can heal himself, but only if you do what is right for your body.
And trust the process. Don't
Correct.
question it.
Exactly. Because, the healing process is really long and it's really hard. And every time that I receive a patient in my private consultancy, I ask, I know you want to heal, but do you want a cure for everything that you have going on right now? And I always tell them the path is going to be bumpy. You are not going to feel really good sometimes, some days are going to be better than others. But if you stick to the plan, and if you stick to all of these measurements that you are taking to be and feel better, you will end up, and you will turn back and on time, and believe like, oh my, and say, oh my God, I can't believe I was right there at that exact moment, and I was in a very, very bad moment of my life. But the process of the curing, the path of the curing and the healing is long, and is really bumpy, and it's not made for all the people. And that is also something that I face, during my consultancy, because I have patients that they never go back, or they go back 2 months later or 1 year later, and hey doctor, I start feel all over again bad. I have my symptoms back. But why do you have your symptoms back? Because you lost your path. You just went away from everything that was going being good for you, and you just start like doing everything that you were supposed not to do because you were feeling okay. And it's fine, that's human nature. But yeah, the healing and cure path is so long and bumpy. But when you get there, it's so enjoyable, and you feel a lot better with you. And and you feel okay, and you feel a really rare peace, and you start wondering like, why am I feeling so quiet? Why am I feeling so
Let's do
nice and
something.
well? Yeah, why am I feeling so awesome? Is something bad going to happen to me? And
Oh,
it's part of being human in this earth.
that is true. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
So now that we know, Dr. Samira, who you are and what you practice, and it is way over my head. I didn't realize your specialties, your competences, and whatnot. Wow, hats off to you. This is an incredible way to be able to help other people. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it is.
So, um, so we know who you are. I wanted to talk to you today directly and about gut health, because we know, or at least we theoretically know, that gut is our second brain, and everything starts there. And dependently on how gut feels, the rest of our body feels. And yet, knowing that, we still do whatever's convenient, not necessarily healthy.
Correct. Exactly.
So what's your take on it? Would you give us some pointers, some ideas, um, what it is, and what can we do to help us on a regular basis?
For sure. So our digestive system does much more than just, process food. And it plays a crucial role in immunity, mental health, inflammation control, and even chronic diseases. And even though actually it's involved in the chronic disease prevention. So, what exactly means gut health? How does that work? And why is it so important? So, this is a really extent topic, and it's really something that we never pay attention, But I can say something, and this is something that I just shared a few days ago. When you have a feeling, or when you are going into something that you don't like, or you have like an emotion, you first feel that in your gut, not in
Yes.
your brain, not in your teeth, not in your eyes, not in your hands. No, you feel it right in your gut. So my grandma used to say, if the gut says something, is because something is going on, and you have to realize what is going on. So the gut health refers to the balance and functions of all those microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, that actually live in your digestive tract. So you have bacteria in all your body, including your gut, but in your gut you have more of these bacteria, viruses, and fungi. So they are living there, and they collectively we know those three little elements, like the gut microbiota. So these microbes, or these microbiomes, or this microorganism helps to break down the food and produce essential nutrients and absorb essential nutrients, and they protect us against harmful pathogens and communicate with your immune system and nervous system. So if you intake something that is not good for you, is toxic, the first person in your body that actually raised the hand is your gut. And I say person because the gut actually thinks by himself. So the gut
Has its own
feels and
brain.
thinks by itself. And a healthy gut has a diverse and balanced microbiome, and that's what we don't finish to understand. That we need a diverse microbiome. We not only need one bacteria, two bacteria, or one fungi, or two fungi, or one virus. No, we need a lot of those. And beneficial bacteria, they out of number versus the harmful ones. And when you have an infection, or when you have inflammation, is because you have an imbalance on those little microorganisms. And this can cause you, like, they cause something named dysbiosis. This is something that is unbalanced, and can you can face digestive issues. You can face weakness immunity. You can even start doing chronic diseases. And I heard all the time to my patients, like, is something related to my family? Is in my genetics? No, your genetics is one thing, but you can change your genetics, and you can play with your genetics. So I'm not diabetic because I'm Mexican and all my family is diabetic. No, I am diabetic because I choose to have a form of life, uh, you know, um, some bad food habits, and I developed diabetes, but I'm not diabetic because my grandma was a diabetic. So that is why the gut health is so important, because it's involved in digestion and nutrition absorption. Good bacteria helps to break down all the fiber that comes from vegetable, fruits, etc. And they produce vitamins, and also they add minerals to the absorption. It helps with your immune system because 70% of your immune system lives and resides and is created in your gut. Not in your skin, not in your liver, not in your pancreas, no, not in your heart, in your gut. So a balanced microbiome trains immune cells, sorry, to distinguish between what is good and what is bad. So it really has to do with something like really badass. I love that word when it comes to gut, because the gut is the one that treats infections. So the gut is the one that actually reacts to the infection, that actually reacts to that toxic thing, that actually reacts when you're feeling bad, or you're feeling blue, or you're feeling happy. And it also has a really great connection with our brain, because our gut produces the neurotransmitters like serotonin. The 90% of serotonin is produced and synthesized in your gut, not in your brain. And serotonin is one of the happy neurotransmitters. If you feel happy, if you feel comfortable, if you are okay, if you are just thrilling yourself, is because you have a lot and tons of serotonin that is produced in your gut, not in your brain. And it also produces dopamine. Dopamine is also a neurotransmitter of happiness. So, as you can see, it's totally related with things that you won't even know, or you don't even actually dream of. And it's also involved, like I mentioned, in inflammation and chronic diseases. This unbalance or dysbiosis can trigger like a leaky gut syndrome, and toxins are leaking from our gut and going through our bloodstream and cause inflammation. So this is linked to autoimmune diseases like Crohn's, arthritis, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, because all the toxins that you are intaking, and your microbiome, your microorganisms that live there, they are not able to capsule that toxin. They leak that to your bloodstream. So that's why the infections and everything just goes to your bloodstream, and you always breathe, and your lungs are always pumping oxygen to your body, and your heart is always pumping blood to all your body. So you get the infection just like that. So that
Seriously.
is why it's so important, the gut health. And we were in this not that great idea there. Our gut was just another system. No, it's a whole universe, and it's a little universe that actually lives in you, and you need to take care of. So what can disrupt the gut health? Well, several factors, as you already are overthinking. Poor diet, like high in sugar, ultra processed foods, low in fiber, antibiotics, that is medicine, and medications, and they kill good bacteria along with the bad bacteria. So when you have antibiotics after, because you are suffering of an infection, you need to take care of with prebiotics and probiotics, so you can reestablish the balance in your gut. The chronic stress, it literally alters all the gut mobility, and bacterial balance. So your gut has some, how can I say this? They have mobility, the gut is always moving, always moving. So if you're really stressed, that movement inside your gut stops and goes slower, and you don't go to the bathroom, and you feel inflammation, and you are bloated and swallowing, you are retaining liquids, and it's because your gut is not moving. The
So what?
lack of sleep. Yeah, tell me.
I'm sorry. So what to do to help? Because I mean, I understand you do need to rest. So what to do to help our gut be in the right rhythm to function correctly.
You know,
And
the
I
good news,
know to eat healthy and whatnot. And we've
yeah.
heard it. It's an old freaking record. Everyone heard it a million times. And still, convenience wins.
Yeah.
What to do to actually that could permanently help us, or if there is anything like it.
No, the good news is that we can restore and maintain our healthy gut through nutrition and lifestyle changes.
I see.
And you don't need like fancy medicines or fancy treatments. No, you need to eat diverse, fiber-rich diet. Probiotics, food with good bacteria like garlic, onions, leeks, bananas, oats, yogurt, kefir, probiotics like with beneficial bacteria, just like the kefir, the yogurt, kimchi, miso, kombucha. You have tons of options out there. There's a study that recently came out about Chinese mothers that actually take a higher consumption of these probiotics and prebiotics, and these transmit good information to their baby, so the baby has a more developed brain.
Are you
And
serious?
yeah, and they have more emotional intelligence. They don't gel. They are less intolerant to lactose. They present less allergies to food because the mom is taking probiotics and prebiotics while she's pregnant. And that's something that actually blew my mind. And it has the whole sense in the world because the baby takes all the nutrients from the mother, you
That's
know?
true.
So they are nourish themselves with the nutrients that the mother is intaking. So if in China they are intaking more kimchi, more miso, more yogurt, more kefir, more garlic, more things like that, that actually provides fiber to their bodies, and that same fiber goes to the baby, and that is giving results. So yeah, it's really something that actually blew my mind the first time that I wrote
Yeah, I
the
mean,
day that
it's
I read that. I
incredible.
was like, what? But yeah, it has total sense.
It
And
does.
yeah, and reduce inflammatory foods like, cut back processed sugars, refined carbs, and artificial additives. Limit the consumption of alcohol and excessive and red meat. Try to eat fish, try to eat chicken, try to eat on other things that are not red meat, because red meat has a lot of conservatives and fat that is not good to your body. You can eat it, but not every single day. Manage the stress and prioritize sleep. Practice, I don't know, mindfulness, deep breathing, yoga, meditation. Even though, I knew a lady that she used to do crochet, and she has she were in a kind of meditation while she was doing crochet. So if you can give yourself 7 to 15 minutes per day just to have a deep breathing and do something for your mind, that will be awesome, you know and
And that's
aim
not
for
too much to ask.
no, 7 to 15 minutes just for you is not too much to ask. But I understand that some mothers cannot be alone all the time, because the kid is always running after us. But 7 to 15 minutes. That is the only thing that you need, just to breathe and be in the present. And that
Yeah.
is that is all. And that is all you need. Stay hydrated and exercise regularity. Water support digestion and mucosal lining health, and movement enhance the gut mobility and microbial diversity. So it has been shown in studies that, for example, people that run marathons, they have another microorganism that is actually higher, and that microorganism gives them this superpower of running marathons. So
Really?
yeah, they develop a different diversity of microbiome, and people that exercise like every single day, they have a different type of microbiome. People that has problems with the weight, they have a different kind of microbiome. So water, consistently exercise. That is the key, because sometimes when I was in the hospitals, in the triage room, we got a lot of patients that were like over 70 years, and I think my dad or my mom has dementia. And we used to run some studies, and we see that they were lack of electrolytes. They were not having dementia.
Oh my
They were
God.
just not intaking enough water and electrolytes. So if you have, sodium, if it goes like just in low quantities to your body, you can actually start delusionary, like be delusional,
Jesus.
and just keep and it's something like, sodium, salt.
I would never connect those two together.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, and no one does, and we were just like asking to the family, hey, your dad or your mom intake enough water? No. Your dad or your mom intake electrolytes? No, because we are not used to that. We are not used to take care of us in that way. I take like 3 or 4 liters of water during my day, and because I'm a person that actually sweats a lot all the time, so I need to intake a lot of water. And if my water and my electrolytes are down,
You feel
I
it.
can yeah, I can change my personality. So so, and that happens a lot with people that is in the 70s and 80s. They don't drink enough water.
Yeah.
They don't know that they have to do it.
So I have 84, 85-year-old mom. That's what she says. Well, I don't remember. I will drink. I'm asking her. So yesterday I spent some time with her. And it's like, so she has a little bottle. It's maybe 6 ounces. I'm
Mm.
like, how many bottles like that do you drink a day? Oh, one, maybe two.
Yeah.
Mom,
Yep.
one an hour.
Yes,
But yeah,
exactly.
they don't remember.
No,
They
and you
don't
ask them,
they don't feel it.
nope, and you ask them, and hey, do you take enough water? Yes, 1 glass or 2 glass per day. What? No, your gut actually needs a lot of liquid, so this gut mobility can start and keep doing what the gut is pretending or doing, whatever the gut needs to do, but you need water.
Yeah.
So that, and if you see, are just like little changes in your diet, and that's it, and the way you sleep and the way you handle stress. And consider always to supplement yourself if you need it. Probiotics, digestive enzymes, collagen, for example, because collagen is in the tissue of our gut. So if our gut is not enough flexible, we will start having some issues. So we need collagen for all our organs, not just for the gut, for all our organs. And collagen is not a protein for looking good and be pretty. No, 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 no. Collagen is the highest percentage of in our body, like big time. It represents like 50% of our dry weight, actually, collagen.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you need,
50%.
yeah, of dry weight. That represents just the collagen. And it's not just present in your skin, it's present in your organs, in every system, in your muscles, even in your bones.
Yeah.
So you need collagen for all of that. And our gut is not just a food processor. It's not just that. It's the foundation of our health. And by nurturing our microbiome through whole foods, stress management, and healthy habits, we can prevent disease, boost our immunity, and even improve our mood. If you eat well, and if you hydrate well, and you nourish your mind and soul with positive thoughts, and you give yourself 7 to 15 minutes per day to take a deep breath, believe me, you will start to feel better. It's not magic. And it's not like, hey, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna feel better. No, it's about consistency. It's about, have discipline. And not all people has it. And Believe me, I'm not 100% disciplined, and I misbehave with my food every once in a while, or I take one beer or two, or one glass of wine. But every single day, I make the effort to be better for me, so I
Yeah,
can be an adult, the more independent that I can be, you know.
yeah,
And by the end of the day, I think that we all want that, you know. So
for sure
while
we want that.
diet, yeah, while diet and lifestyle is our foundational and our core, certainly supplements can help to restore the gut balance, reduce the inflammation, and promote this growth of good microorganisms growth in our gut, and promote the diversity that we actually need there. So, for example, a supplement like the aloe vera. And we talk about aloe all the time, but actually, the aloe contains a little molecule named acemanan. And this acemanan is a polysaccharide that supports the gut lining repair and reduce inflammation. So acts like a prebiotic substance feeding the good bacteria, soothes the irritation in the stomach and our intestines by adding conditions to, you know, reduce the reflux and the inflammation. And this juice, for example, if it's purified, it really helps with the inflammation and chronic inflammation. So we need to
Wow.
be really careful with everything that we intake, even though it says organic. We need to make sure that it says organic, because some of the brands out there, yeah, they say that they have aloe, but the truth is that they have water instead of aloe. They have water with aloe, no aloe with water. They have water with aloe. And you know, the key strains in the probiotics is the lactobacillus and the bifidobacterium. And those two strains are the ones that actually improve our gut health and balance our gut health and help with our immunity. So why they do that? Because they reduce the bloating, the diarrhea, and antibiotic related dysbiosis, that imbalance that we have with the antibiotic treatment. And you don't need, like, 150 million, 300 trillions of probiotics. No, you don't need that, because you will cause diarrhea to that patient. No, you need little amounts of those strains so you can have a balance, you
I
know?
see.
So if you see, there's not magic in here. There's no secret. There's nothing in medicine that we don't know. We already discovered everything, but we need to be more intelligent of what we intake and when and how.
We need to
Be-
go back to our own, to listen to the body and give what it asks for, and not
yeah,
what's right there conveniently served.
correct. And your body always gives you, like, alerts, all the time. But we never pay attention to us, and we are never present in the present. We are always thinking, oh, I need to go to the groceries, oh, I need to buy this, oh, I need to do that, oh, I have a meeting, blah, 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 blah. Oh, in the past. Oh, I should have said that, or I should have done that. I should have, what if, the
Yeah,
question, and we are not present. So if we are not present, we don't hear ourselves.
yeah. And
And
to be honest with you, based on what you just said, everything, our health is in our hands and within the reach, as long as we listen to our body.
correct, yeah, if you're thirsty, take water, you know
Not
if you
coffee, not
not
tea, not juices,
yeah,
which are always there's more sugar than actual fruit, and just water.
correct, just water, put some salt on it, put some aloe on it.
That's how I drink mine.
Yeah, exactly. And it people, we are not used to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And when someone says you need to eat fruits and vegetables, we are afraid.
Or we just don't like them.
Yeah,
The texture or the flavor or whatever it is, we don't like them.
Yeah, and it's expensive. Eat healthy, I know, and I'm conscious about it. It's expensive. I know.
And that's the irony, because that should be the least expensive because it's not processed. It's
Yeah,
just you take it from the ground, you wash it, and you eat it.
yeah,
Should be the least expensive.
correct. But as we are growing, like in number of humans here in the world, obviously the food industry, they have to manage themselves to nourish all the little humans that we are right here, and they need to provide a lot of food for a lot of humans, so they came out with the ultra processed food.
Yeah,
That's our solution. Okay, less sodium, less sugar, but more conservatives.
yeah.
So it can be storage in your counter for 6 months,
And
but
it's
you
still
have
okay.
yeah, but you have food, you know and but yeah, it's a game that we need to know how to play, and we need to play it by the most natural way that we know. And I believe that as you and I, we were kids and we just go straight ahead to our table and grab an apple or grab a banana and just eat it, not a candy, not a sugar drink, not coffee, not nothing of that. We just grab some grapes, some vegetables, and just eat it and continue with our lives. And we forgot about that. We forgot how to eat. And we need vitamins and we need minerals and we need all of that. That actually helps to modulate our gut and our microbiota and reduce the inflammation. So we need to combine diet, exercise, supplements wisely. Why wisely? Because you need to hear your body. You need to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that is something that we not all the time do. And in the morning, you make yourself a routine. Try to keep up with that routine in the afternoon too. In the night, have to try a really great sleep. If you don't have a good night's sleep, that can change everything. That can take your pressure higher, that can make you feel dizzy all day. And every single thing that you do or you don't do, it affects your body, and specifically your gut.
That's what I meant to say. It's like sleep. Did I realize that some tribulations of sleep or falling asleep or keeping asleep may be because of unhealthy gut? And yes, it does. It is.
Yes. Yes, it is, because you aren't absorbing any nutrients. Your gut is too busy trying to keep up with your lifestyle, and it remains just like working in like an automation kind of thing, but not wisely. And it's because you're in this automation all the time with yourself and with everything that you are doing. But you need to be more intelligent with you and with your body, and you need to love yourself, because you just have one body in this life, and you're going to remain with your mind and your body the whole time in your lifetime. So make sure that that mind and that body is the best place that you can find, because you are going to be with yourself a long time.
For the
So
rest of my life on this
for the
earth.
rest of your life, exactly. So make sure that your mind is a really peaceful place, is a really nourished place, and make sure that your body is also a really nice place to be, and a really nice, kind of, you and I and every single human in this world deserves to be better and the better version of themselves.
So
And we
true.
are our primary project in life, and we need to understand that we are our primary project.
So you're hitting very sensitive point. I'm Polish. We are raised to take care of others first before we take care of ourselves. And yet, this is wrong, because if I am unable, I cannot help someone else. So, yes, me is the priority.
Yep. And we are raised in the same thing, in the same way here in Mexico. We are raised to take care of others before us, and we are raised to feel others' necessities and hopes and projects before us. And that is not a great way to live. You need to actually see that if you're not okay, how the hell are you going to help another person to be okay?
I think that new generations are more aware of that phenomenon, and they do take care of themselves first more than at least my generation was.
Yeah, and that's why I love my mom. She understood that like 10 years ago. She's 70 years old right now, and she's taking care of herself. But for 60 years of her life, she wasn't taking care of herself. And when she started doing that, and that is a fact, that is something that I saw with my own eyes, and that is something that I actually experiment with her. At the very moment that my mom decided to take care of herself, she lost 10 kilos.
Wow. Wow.
And it was so
That is
fast.
something else.
Yeah, because she took that heavy weight of stress and hopes and dreams from other people out of
Just shove
her.
it off.
Yeah. And she lost him 10 kilos. And I was surprised, and I was like, whoa,
So
you
she
were
didn't do any
carrying.
magic diet.
No, nothing. No. She just decided to take care of herself.
You know what?
And
This is beautiful. That is such a beautiful story.
yeah, because she wasn't even aware of the weight that she was carrying. And when she just took that away, she took that away everything.
Beautiful.
So, and I think that every single person needs to take care of themselves, and God is where everything starts. If you don't take a good diet, and you don't have a really good nutrient absorption, and you don't take care of you, no one is going to do it for you.
Yeah.
So start to eat more in a more intelligent way. Go back to basics, and we are seeing that in medicine. If you watch YouTube and if you hear podcasts in any other platform about doctors, neurosurgeons, gastrointestinal doctors, psychiatrics, etc., we are all trying to go back to basics.
And that is so awesome and wonderful. And thank you very, very, very much. I could listen to you the rest of the evening, but I do need to I do understand you need to rest as well.
No,
So maybe
thank
we
you.
can meet up some other time here on the air. That will be on your terms this time. I do
No.
appreciate you have accepted my invitation for today's conversation. And I thank you so, so very much for all the wisdom you have given us.
No,
This
thank
is,
you for lesson. Thank you for lesson,
of
and
course,
always make your own research. Don't just don't stop here.
of
Lesson
course.
is amazing, and read is amazing, but make your own research, take your own conclusions, make yourself your own conclusions, and look out there. You will find tons of information, and always questions everything that someone says to you that actually impacts to you in a very positive or negative way. And what I always said in my Zoom conferences and to my patients is that take care of you. Give yourself everything that you are willing to give to others. And if you are not willing to give other person something, don't do it.
Don't give it to yourself.
No, don't do it. Just question yourself. Am I able, or am I willing to do that for me? Am I willing to do that particular thing that someone is asking me to do?
Yeah,
No, don't do it. But everything that you give to everyone else, give it to yourself, and you will be
beautiful.
the more nourished soul, and you will bright more and higher, and you will be better. And that is the goal at the end of the day, that you be a better version of yourself.
I do appreciate that. Thank you. If any of you, ladies and gentlemen who listen to us, have any questions, please comment below, and both of us will do our best to answer their questions.
We will try.
And thank you again very, very, very much for the words of wisdom. And until the next time, thank
Yeah.
you.
See you
Goodbye.
soon. Bye bye.
Bye.